Nice. Okay, where were we? It is Thursday, March 12th, 2026. You're listening to the Daily Ledger Show, and I'm your host, Dennis Sert. Great to be here with you tonight. We got some good stories we're going to get into. We're going to talk about finally, the New York Times covers how much greater AI coding is than regular coding. So they wrote this article, Coding After Coders, the End of Computer Programming as We Know It. We're going to talk all about that. That's going to be our featured story. We're going to talk about Meta delays rollout for new AI model after performance concerns. We're going to talk about Alexa Plus gets a new adults only personality option. Hmm. Finally, Facebook Marketplace now lets Meta AI respond to buyers' messages. So that should be exciting. Before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow if you're on TikTok or Instagram Reels. Share this show with your friends, and let's get into it. Okay, so let's start with our premiere slash, I guess, first article here. The end of computer programming as we know it. In the era of AI agents, many Valley programmers are now barely programming. Instead, they're doing is deeply, deeply weird. So the gist of the article is basically that it's honestly just what I've been saying for like the past several years, um, especially since the beginning of the podcast. But essentially, they're talking about how your output is increased as a programmer by like 10 to 20%. And in this one excerpt, it says up to 100% or 100 times as productive as he's ever been in his career. Like this guy who's a veteran coder. Give me a second. I'm going to call an audible. All right. Sorry about that. Now to take care of something real quick. But yeah, like 10 to 20% more productive as a software engineer, up to even 100 times as productive. Like that's how it's always been. Like you didn't need Claude code in order to reach those levels of productivity. You could have been using ChatGPT Pro, right, which is like $200 a month. That's what I was using in like 2024, and you know what? That's kind of how everyone did their coding anyways, if you're like ahead of the curve. And then suddenly now that Claude Code came out, it's like wow, it's like I can finally I can it can finally connect to my code base and I don't have to think about it anymore, you know what I mean? So anyways, that's what's going on. Let's check out this other excerpt I have. The AI took about 8 minutes to figure things out, he told me. By the time I'd opened my laptop, it's ready. One customer recently told him that Amazon's AI agent fixed a problem in only 15 minutes when a similar problem occurred months before. It had taken a full team of engineers 8 hours to debug. Okay, like that's kind of what we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying? And then here's this guy, so funny from I guess Apple. A few programmers did say that they lamented the demise of handcrafting their work. I believe that it can be fun and fulfilling and engaging. And having the computer do it for you strips you of that, one Apple engineer told me. I didn't do it to make a lot of money and to excel in the career ladder. I did it because it's my passion. Honestly, I hate people like this. Like, fuck you. I hate vanity projects. I hate people doing things for passion. Like, bitch, my passion is making money. Okay. Because if you don't have money, you can't do shit. Okay. So it's like, that's why I wake up and every morning I ask myself, how much money did I make today? How much money did I make this week? You know what I mean? That's why I be always on Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, bitch, I'm selling my guitar, I'm selling my computer, I'm selling whatever I can get my hands on. I just sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? I got this automated thing. It's like I do banking with Chase. I set up this automated rule where on payday for my job, it doesn't even put the money in my checking account. Like it does. And then that minute, like let's say it drops at midnight, I'm still asleep. It automatically puts like 95% of that into savings. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, cause I know if I don't have that automated thing that moves it to savings, like 95% of payday cash to savings, then it's like shit. Like I might start using that. You know what I mean? So then I'm like, shit, well, I didn't, then I wake up and I'm like, bitch, I didn't save that 95% of my paycheck. You know what I'm saying? And then these people are like, oh, guys, I didn't do software engineering to make a lot of money. I did it because it's my passion. Oh my God. Fuck you. Dude, you are going to be eaten alive. You have no idea what's coming. AI has been doing software engineering work since 2023, and now the normies are waking up and they're like, "Wow, Claude Code can do my coding for me, man. This is crazy." The normies are waking up, bro. Do you know what that means for your job? It means you will be over. You will be on the street begging for a job. You will go through the humiliation ritual that is called the modern job market in 2026. You'll be getting that, collecting that EBT money, and if you're lucky, you'll be getting unemployment. Okay, and you'll be barely surviving. And you'll be watching people on X be like, yeah, yeah, I'm not even coding. 100% of the coding that's being done is being done by Claude Code. I'm just collecting the paycheck. Okay. So it's like, you'll be watching people doing that while collecting your EBT and crying yourself to sleep every night with your dick in your hand. And you're going to be like, what did I do wrong? And then you'll be like, I did coding because it's my passion. What am I going to do? Right. So it's like, find other things to be fulfilled. Find other things that are fun and fulfilling. Like I like watching Netflix, man. I think that's fun and fulfilling. I don't know if I'm Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad, man. I like making wooden boxes because that's fun and fulfilling. You know what I mean? And these people think that AI, like these people think that software engineering is a joke. These people think that you know, future careers are jokes. They're like, oh man, yeah, man. Oh, so much fun. Dude, I was in unemployment for 8 months, okay? Like, are you fucking kidding me? This guy's like, oh, yeah, software engineering, man. Without AI, it's so much fun. The guy's fucking frolicking in the field. And then, these people are like, just like, oh, put me in there, coach. Just fucking put me in there. You know what I mean? Like, they, they don't fucking deserve it, dude. Anyone who says, I believe that non-AI coding can be fun and fulfilling, and I didn't do it to make a lot of money. It's because I did it because it's my passion. It's like, you don't deserve to be playing. Like, you deserve to be on the bench. You know what I mean? I kept the seat warm for you, but now I'm back in the game, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's my rant. And it's like, companies are uh definitely catching up to this, because it's like in 2021 everyone overhired and everything. It was like, oh my god, like whatever, like COVID, and then we're gonna hire people, and no, you don't. And it's like, companies that overhired shed that excess capacity. Some also suspect that when Elon Musk bought formerly Twitter and said he laid off 80% of his workforce, tech executives at other firms took note and decided that maybe they don't need so many engineers either. Yeah, it's called not giving out handouts, bitch. It's like the AI can take a $200,000 salaried engineer. Like there's no need for people, man. And then people are like, I hear it kind of because my ears are on the ground. It's like people are like, oh my god, like uh maybe I should go into like a handyman business. Maybe I should be a handyman. Maybe I should be a whatever, right? Some sort of like, art job, food job, cuisine, or like, trade job. And it's like, dude, the robots are coming to get you. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. Like, I'm not advocating being a nihilist. Don't be a nihilist, but it's like, you think that a trade job is going to save you? No, no, no. Like, the only thing you can do is just find the highest paying job you could possibly get in any domain and just like milk the shit out of it. And there, you've only got like 2 years max. Yeah. We're I think a lot of us are gonna get fucked, to be honest. Like 99% of people are gonna just get absolutely rammed by this industry shift that we're not even in. Like honestly, we're not even in. Like 10% of the normies have woken up. It's like despite New York Times and Wall Street Journal like hammering like vibe coding on these like boomers' heads, like it's like are they really getting it? Is some boomer gonna sit down and start vibe coding? It's like, that's kind of where what they're trying to do with the messaging, but it's like, are they even picking it up? Right. So I'm just saying, like, only 10% of boomers and normies have like woken up to what's coming. Like once that industry shift comes and like 80% of people understand and are awake, like, dude, 1% of people are gonna like make it, are gonna be in that like billionaire class, that elite class, whatever. And then everybody else is just gonna get fucked. It's gonna be so bad. Speaking of normies and boomers, let's look at some of the comments. I've heard a lot the past few years the phrase, your job won't be taken by AI, but by someone who knows how to use AI. Yeah. I would warn non developers not to spend too much time pitying developers and instead focus on learning AI. Those developers are going to be the ones taking your job. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are like, oh my God, coding's dead. It's not that coding's dead. It's like, you're not the one doing the coding. You know what I mean? Like you just have Claude Code, whatever, write you the code, do the PR, and then you just read the code and make sure it's kind of going in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't sit down and write your little function. You don't do two sum. Okay, there is no fucking two sum anymore, bitch. What the fuck are you doing? You're like, these people are like, oh man, oh, can you solve K number of islands for my interview? You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm pulling out random like well-known leak code problems, right? K islands, two sum. It's like these people think that solving two sum, these people think that solving K islands are gonna like prove your competence. It's like, bitch, no one was coding anyway. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Like, can we just fucking sit at the adults table for a second? Like, bitch, AI does everything. Just anything you can think of, anything. It fucking does it. I don't go from here to here without using AI. And these people are like, solve two sum for me. It's like, bitch, can we sit at the adults table, please? What are we doing here at the kids table solving two sum, solving K islands? Like for Christ's sake, like can we grow up for like 1 second? And the people you're talking to are like 50 years old. It's like, dude, oh my god. Oh my god. Um let's see if there are any other comments. Oh yeah. You are absolutely right. Okay, who writes in all caps. The fact that Claude Code is an overhyped. Oh, but then he goes, the fact is that Claude Code is an overhyped hallucination machine. See, again with the hallucination, it's like, dude, do you even know what you're talking about? Hallucination was a thing in 2023. It's not a thing in 2026. Okay. It's not a real thing. Like you can throw it around and cope, but it's actually just factually incorrect. Right. I already talked about this on the stream the other day, but it's like, whatever. The fact is that Claude Code is an overhyped hallucination machine useful only for building toy projects. Like, look, this is bait. There's no way this is like unironic. See, the problem is I know it's unironic because I'm reading the New York Times comment section. Only like the bottom. Oh man, like I mean, there's always a lower, right? But like we're really scraping the barrel. Like this is where the boomers live. Like this is an X. This isn't fucking anything else. This is where the true normie boomers, like you'll find from Star Wars New Hope. Um, you'll never. It's Alec Guinness. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. That's like the New York Times comment section. People realized it when Codex with GPT-5 was released. currently Codex is far ahead of Claude Code for real software engineering. No, it fucking isn't. Like, I'm sorry, I can't, dude. I had been using ChatGPT Pro, again, $200 a month for like 14 months, like over a year. I canceled it after using Claude Code. Claude Code is known by everybody. It is universally agreed that it's better for software engineering. It's just the fact, and quite frankly, it's better in everything. It's just for whatever reason they do it better. Okay. And this guy's like Codex is far ahead. This guy probably never even touched any of that. He probably doesn't even know what any of this is. What is? I mean, give me a fucking break. We're gonna listen to Vinod Matthews, dude. You better be taking notes. I mean, Vinod Matthews talking here. You know what I'm saying? Meta delays rollout of new AI model after performance concerns. The tech giant pushed back the timeline after spending billions to be on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence. Are they? Hey man, they haven't folded like Apple. Apple was just like, bitch, you know what? Let's just do Gemini. They figured it out. And honestly, I have to tip the cap to that because it's like Meta. Like, let's talk about that for a second. Metaverse. It's like, oh my god, COVID rolls around 2021. They're like, bitch, everyone's gonna use the metaverse. They did like a little or Zuckerberg did an interview with the one MIT professor, whatever. His name's not even that important, but it's like on his podcast. And what happens? Oh, he shows up virtually. It's like, wow, wow. And I watched the podcast. I was like, what am I even watching? Like, like can we again? It's the adults table and the kids table. Like, can we just fucking sit down and talk like adults? Like, what is this like weird metaverse bullshit? It's like, oh my god. And then yeah, so they didn't learn from the metaverse, and now they're fucking working on avocado and mango. Like literally, that is a name of what they're doing. The model codenamed Avocado outperformed Meta's previous AI model and did better than Google's Gemini 2.5 from March, but it did not perform as strongly as Gemini 3.0 from November. What a fucking bitch. Dude, you're just bad. It's just a skill issue. Just give up now. You're a failure. Alexa Plus gets a new adults only personality option. Really? Alexa, oh, behave. Alexa, turn off the lights. Candle lights. Okay, baby. That's enough of that. Facebook Marketplace now lets Meta AI respond to buyers' messages. You know how cool Facebook Marketplace is? Like, I use it to sell everything. Like, I just literally sell like my left kidney with it. Like, it's so bad. Um, yeah, and it's crazy because like Meta AI, I guess, is now gonna respond. Like, is it gonna haggle? Dude, some of these customers, man, excuse me, some of these potential customers are like, oh man, they'll rip you apart. I mean, they'll be like, well, they'll try to like neg down the price 20% and shit. Like, you can't fucking let them. You just gotta, you just gotta like, bitch, no, that's the price. It's firm. You know what I mean? They're like, and then it's like, man, do you think Meta AI is gonna be base enough to like just like destroy these potential customers who are trying to neg on the price? Or do you think it's gonna be a bitch and it's gonna be like, okay, I'll do anything to sell my fucking CD player? Yeah, well, you know what? Knowing most LLMs, it's probably gonna be the latter. Anyways, I think we're gonna leave it there. That was quite a fun, heated stream. Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Tune into the next show. I'll see you guys.